Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my warm reviews on all 25 Bring Back My Bar winners for the January 2025 promotion. So I took my time, I warmed through all 25 for you guys, so that way you guys can see what I experienced when I actually put these suckers in the warmers. As always, your impressions on things are going to change from first sniffs on cold to warm, so it's always the best case to warm a fragrance because sometimes it completely changes. Other times it smells just as it does on warm as it does on cold. And sometimes you can be surprised by a bar. And that's happened quite a few times for me. So I do have my notes right in front of me. So I want to be able to give you guys my thorough review on these scents. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start off with the one I hated the most on cold, which was Lily of the Valley. So Lily of the Valley is just that. It's just supposed to be straight lilies. On cold, I get a very heavy, very mature floral note. I also get the same floral vibes that I get from Twilight, which was a previous Bring Back My Bar winner. And because of that, that's why I really don't like this one. So I did go ahead and warm 2 cubes in my upstairs bathroom with the door shut. This actually surprised me that it's not as strong on warm as it smells on cold. It's like a 6, maybe 7 out of 10 on strength, but it does smell exactly on warm as it does on cold. I still get that mature floral note, not as strong. It did last longer than I thought. So I got about 36 hours on this fragrance in that bathroom, and probably around the 24-hour mark, it dipped down in strength to like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. Unfortunately, this is still not a club-worthy bar and still not a repurchase for me. However, I do think that if you like mature floral scents, if you're someone who liked Simply Rose or Tiare and Coconut or Blooming Beach or Twilight, then you might enjoy this fragrance. And I would suggest mixing it with like a greenery sweet scent to cut down on the sharpness. And if you're looking for a pleasant lily scent, I would not recommend this one. What I would recommend would be Hey Tiger Lily or Peace Lily Be With You from our spring and summer catalog. And hopefully that comes back this spring and summer. But that is basically my review on Lily of the Valley. Still at the bottom of the pile, but I gave it, the good old college try, and it's just not for me. One that completely took me by surprise, if I can find it in here, Cranberry Spice. So Cranberry Spice, it kind of smelled like a woodsy cranberry version of Hemingway to me on cold. This on warm completely threw me for a loop. I did 4 cubes in my kitchen. It's not as heavy on the spice on warm as it is on cold. And I kept getting like so confused when I was walking into the kitchen because I kept smelling cran apple crumble. I kept walking in and saying, what's in the warmers? It smells like cran apple crumble. I don't own any cran apple crumble. Why does it smell like that? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have cranberry spice in there. So I get a cran apple. I even got some plum notes with this one. It is going to be a great mixer with like Crumb Top or Graham Cracker Crunch or even cinnamon buttercream or whipped frosting from the Sugar Chalet collection. This reads way more bakery on warm than the woodsy cranberry version of Hemingway that I got on cold. Medium on strength, medium on throw, medium on longevity. I ended up going nose blind to the fragrance at about 18 hours. So it's basically, to me, this is like a spice bakery bar. And this is one that you would literally have to warm when you're home so you can enjoy it. So think of those like one-day bakery scents like apple cherry strudel that you just have to warm when you're home to enjoy it. Am I going to repurchase this one? I would, because the bakery element in this bar surprised the heck out of me, and I really enjoyed that cran apple plum note that I was getting. Am I going to club it? I am, but probably temporarily, because apple cherry strudel is like one that I could compare this against, but I would probably choose apple cherry strudel over cranberry spice. But if you liked cran apple crumble, if you liked rum pum plum, or even sweet plum pastry, I would highly recommend the cranberry spice. All right, next we have is orange clove pomander. So this one I ended up doing 4 cubes in my living room. Now, this one I was kind of disappointed on cold because it wasn't as like spice heavy as I thought it was going to be, being a pomander scent. This on warm, again, did not get as much spice as I did on the cold. So the spice did not develop any more than what you were reading on cold or warm. It basically smelt to me when it was warming like cranberry pumpkin spice. The orange note that I got in orange clove pomander was reading like a weird bubblegum note that I got from the cranberry pumpkin spice bar back when I warmed it this fall. But I was warming cranberry spice alongside the orange clove pomander like the same day. So I don't know if doing that, the scents were commingling and I was making that connection to the cranberry pumpkin spice. But orange clove pomander, it was a medium plus on strength and throw. It did travel from the living room into the kitchen and then also out to my back porch and up through the hallway. So I will give it its points for throw and strength. 7 out of 10 on the strength part. But medium on longevity because I went nose blind to it after 18 hours. So again, this is one that you're going to have to warm, at least for me, when you're home to enjoy the full experience. I really wish that it had more of a peppery finish with the pomander. I think that's what's missing in the bar for it to be an Amy fragrance. Is it club worthy? No. Is it a repurchase? No. But if you like things like cranberry pumpkin spice, like cranberry orange cider, sips of cider, orange spice and everything nice, then I think you're going to enjoy orange clove pomander. Taj Mahal, baby. Oh my Lanta with this bar. That's all I have to say is, oh my Lanta. Why is it not focusing? Oh, you piece of poop phone. Anyway, okay. So Taj Mahal, I ended up doing 2 cubes in my downstairs bathroom / laundry room. Very soft, very pretty, very demure. This fragrance is all that in a bag of chips. I swear to God. It was medium, 6, 7 out of 10 on throw strength and longevity. It lasted 36 hours at that 6 to 7, 10 out of 10 mark for the strength. And then after 36 hours, it dipped down to about a 3, 4 out of 10. I was getting kindness from the Mother's Day collection vibes, and then the Snow White bar, kind of like those vibes. Not that it's a dupe or anything to that, because it's not. But those are kind of like the other Scentsy fragrances that this is reminding me of. Day 2, the floral note, that grandma hug note that I went ape crazy over when I sniffed this on colds. That went away, but the musk and the dark amber remained, and it was super pretty and like luxurious smelling. Okay, that was on day 2. Day 3, we're still going, people. Now it's 2, 3 out of 10. Amber still extremely prominent, but now it's like a powdery amber. So freaking pretty. I kept saying every time I went into the room, this is so freaking pretty. This is so freaking pretty. Okay, that was day 3. Day 4, amber is all that remained. So no more floral notes, no more musk, just had amber. And it now turned from a powdery amber to a very soft and cozy amber. I just kept smiling every time I entered the room. Still 2, 3 out of 10 on strength. Probably could have lasted an additional day on day 5. But at that point, even though I was so happy with the fragrance, I'm like, Amy, you need to change this out at this point. We're on, a full full 4 days at this point. So club worthy, heck yes. It's nostalgic for me. It smells like my great grandmother and my great aunt. Is it a performer? Heck yeah. That longevity, it is a bar that you can set it and forget it. So I will repurchase it. I will be clubbing it. And I would have to say that if you can get past day one, if you don't like floral notes, then you're really going to enjoy the musk and the amber in this bar. So Taj Mahal was a definite winner for me. That is for sure. Okay, now we're going to, if I can find it in here, there it is, Posy Peach. So Posy Peach, I ended up doing 2 cubes in my daughter's room. This is very light on strength when it was warming. It's meant more as a background scent than anything else. I do smell peach, and it's not the nasty peach that Scentsy is known for. This is actually a good smelling peach, but I was smelling more like peach Jolly Rancher sticks. Like back when Jolly Ranchers used to come in stick form, they had a peach flavored one, and that's what I was getting from this. It smelled very fresh. Medium performance. It was like 5 out of 10 on throw, strength, and longevity. It lasted a full day, but it did dip down to a 2 out of 3 of 10 on strength at about the 18-hour mark. And I wanted to make a note that at hour 12, this bar turned slightly soft floral because of that violet leaf that's in there. I really liked Posy Peach better on warm than I did on cold, and I think this bar would do much better in the summer with a lot more cubes. Is it club worthy? No, it's not the best peach scent that Scentsy's ever come out with. And would I repurchase it? If I didn't like Melon Apple Granita as much as I do, then I would repurchase it. But because Melon Apple Granita is so similar and better on performance and strength, and White Peach and Cranberry, which is in our fall catalog, is much more potent on peach and a bit more fruity and fresh, I would go to that one more than this one. All right, next up on the list is Berry Tart. Now, Berry Tart, I ended up doing 4 cubes in my living room. This, I have to say, guys, surprised me on warm than what I got on cold. This was an instant fragrance filling bar. It filled the room within 15 minutes of fragrance. It does change for the better on warm. I actually do get the buttery crust note, or the buttery pie crust, whatever they're saying that's in here. That does come out on warm. It kind of reminds me of Rum Pum Plum and Red, White, and Berry Pie, but it's a short-lived bakery. The strength drastically declined at the 6 to 8 hour mark, but the berry note lingered for about 12 to 15 hours, and then I became nose blind to it. So it's basically medium on strength, throw, and longevity. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Is it club worthy? No. Is it a repurchase for Amy? No. I would say dark berry bakery fans would enjoy this bar, but just go into it knowing that Berry Tart is not a boomer and it's not a long-lasting bakery scent. But at least on warm, the buttery crust does come out. So, all right, banana nut bread. Banana nut bread and me have some issues. We've had a toxic relationship. I've done this multiple times, so this is not my first time warming this thing. I did 5 cubes in the kitchen. My first reaction when this was warming was WTF. I got instant fragrance in my kitchen within the first 15 minutes of this being in the warmers. It filled the kitchen and started to go out into the hallway. So I've never got performance like that before with banana nut bread. Like, never. So either they change the formula and up the ante on the banana note, because I remember the banana note not being very strong and the muffin note not being strong. The muffin note was heavy and the banana note was much stronger than I ever remember. So either I got a cured bar, because if you think about it, how many people have banana nut bread clubbed? Probably a lot. Probably enough where they've got a surplus in their warehouse, just like sitting there on rotation. So either I have a cured bar, or they change the formula and it's freshly poured. And if that's the case, then this bar was fantastic. I may just finally like it. The only problem was the scent did die off at the 6 to 8 hour mark, like it usually does for me. So I would have to say, like Berry Tart, warm this bar when you're home to enjoy it because it is short lasting. Will I be clubbing it? No. because I do have vendor wax that I like better for banana nut bread. Lavender and Speckles is one of them. Melting Memories is one. So I can get it elsewhere. Is it a repurchase? I may, and this is a very heavy may, get another bar to warm along with my vendor banana, or just to cure it, just to see if I get consistent performance with it. But I would say if you love banana anything, if you love any of Scentsy's muffin blends, then definitely pick this one up, because it was good. Finally banana nut bread was good enough for me to actually promote it. So there you go there. All right, next in line is Lucky in Love, which is basically Victoria's, the dupe for Victoria's Secret Love Spell. So Lucky in Love, I ended up doing 3 cubes in my daughter's room. This literally just smelled like middle school. It smelled like middle school, summer of 1999, best friends and happy memories. It's a very happy, citrusy, fruity, flirty scent. I give it a good 7 out of 10 on strength and throw. In some parts of her room when it was warming, it literally smelled like sweet tart candy. I don't know why, especially when I was sniffing it over the dish, I was getting like sweet tarts. The peaches and the oranges are the most prominent notes that my nose was picking up. And then I do want to make a note that at the 8-hour mark, the scent was traveling into the other bedroom that's next to her. Is Lucky in Love a club-worthy bar? I think for most people, yes, it would be a club bar for people, because it does remind them so much of Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. But for me, no. I would like to grab another bar, because I think this is a bar that would do very well in the spring and summer. And I do like the peaches and the orange notes that I got in this bar versus Posy Peach. So that's definitely one that I would recommend if you were trying to round out like a 6-pack. Snuggle Up. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Snuggle Up. You guys, I did 3 cubes in my bedroom. All I kept saying was holy ass. Like, this was so strong. 8 out of 10 on strength and throw. It traveled all the way from my bedroom into the hallway and down the staircase. Snuggle Up is so much better than Jammy Time. The familiar note that I was picking up when I was sniffing this on cold, it's that same billowy vanilla cloud note that I get from Stargazing, but I was also getting hints of chamomile vanilla from the Mental Health Awareness Collection. And I do know the Dazzling Scents with Chris, she mentioned that she got a familiar note of chamomile vanilla as well. This is an amazing bedroom year-round melt for me. Like, I could warm this year-round. It did last 24 hours, but it did slowly fizzle out overnight while I was sleeping, which I didn't mind. Is it club-worthy? Yes. Is it a repurchase? Yes. Totally. Yes, for you. Okay. Woolly Slippers. So Woolly Slippers, I ended up doing 3 cubes in my upstairs bathroom. This is not as strong as I thought it would be on warm as I thought it would be on cold. I give it like a 4 or 5 out of 10 on strength and throw. This smells like a candied, sugared floral petals on like marshmallow fondant. Not buttercream, not frosting, marshmallow fondant. It's softer, it's airier. I smell more violets than I do lavender. At the 24-hour mark, it dipped down to a 2 out of 10 on strength. You could still smell it in the bathroom, but very faintly. Is it club worthy? I think most people would say yes, because it truly is unique enough with the marshmallow note. But for me, it's a no for club because of the performance. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it, because one of the questions I have is, does age do this bar any justice? And I would love to see if Patricia watches this video, and she's like the only one I know that has it in her club. Does age do Woolly Slippers any justice? Like, does this get stronger over time? I would love to know, because if it does, then I wouldn't mind grabbing another bar or possibly clubbing it for this short while. But it wasn't as a wow factor for me as it was on cold. Bergamont and Solar Driftwood. So this one, you guys, I did 3 cubes upstairs bathroom. This was a huge freaking letdown. So disappointed. It literally disappeared in my bathroom. So light. I give it a 3 out of 10 on throw and strength. I went completely nose blind after 5 hours. It literally just smelled like someone had freshly showered, used all the things, shower gel, body wash, aftershave, cologne, and it had been an hour since they had done that shower, and you could just smell remnants of the guy there. I didn't get that spa, luxurious, bougie Paris Hilton hotel vibe that I got on cold. It turned more basic on warm. Is it a club-worthy bar? No. Is it a repurchase for me? No. I liked it better on cold. But I do think that if you liked things like Blue Lavender and Bergamot, Desert Rock and Citron, Harbor's Edge, Mediterranean Spa, then Bergamot Solar Driftwood might be one that you would want to pick up. Pumpkin Tiramisu. All hail pumpkin tiramisu. You guys, 4 cubes in my living room. Love, 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 love. This is freaking fantastic. All I kept saying when I entered the room was, wow. Super strong. 9 out of 10 on throw and strength. It was an instant fragrance. 15-20 minutes it took to fill the room. It paired amazingly with Cozy Kitchen that was going in the opposite room that same day. The pumpkin note is very similar to the pumpkin note that's in pumpkin marshmallow, but also the same pumpkin note that's in pumpkin cashmere, but a fresher bar of pumpkin cashmere, not that squashy aged pumpkin note. Even porch pumpkin vibes I was kind of getting with this too. The brown sugar is so sweet and so spicy in all the right places. Lasted a full 24 hours. It's club worthy. It's a repurchase. If you love pumpkin, but not sweet, overdone pumpkin, then this is the bar for you. Pumpkin tiramisu. Cozy Kitchen. Where's my Cozy Kitchen? There it is. Cozy Kitchen. Love, love, love Cozy Kitchen. I did 4 cubes in my kitchen. It's Quaker hot cereal, Quaker oatmeal with a brown sugar swirl. It's a homey bakery, a year-round bakery, paired amazing with pumpkin tiramisu because they were going the same day, just in opposite rooms. You could also pair this with a banana nut bread or dark balsam and fir tree scents to give it like a bougie vendor blend. I do that with Black Forest Pine. Very strong, 9 out of 10 on strength and throw. Lasted 36 hours for me. Is it club worthy? Heck yes. I'm putting it back in my club January 1st. Definitely would repurchase it again and again and again. So love me some Cozy Kitchen. Orange Dreamsicle. Where are you? Orange Dreamsicle. There you are. Orange Dreamsicle. So I did 3 cubes in my daughter's room. When I entered her room after it had been warming for like an hour, I said, wow, that sucker's strong. It was 8 out of 10 on strength and throw. It lasted a full 24 hours at the 8 out of 10 mark, but then it did dip down to 5 out of 10 on that second day. I kept smelling the Flintstone orange cream push-up pops from the 90s. The orange is very syrupy and fresh. It's like someone's apron that worked at Orange Julius, like how their apron would smell after making orange smoothies all day. It had a very creamy, smooth, blended orange note that was just right for it. Overall, it lasted about 40 hours at the 5 out of 10 mark. Could have gone longer, but my daughter wanted a new scent in her room, so we ended up taking it out. But just go into it knowing this is at least a 2-day scent. Is it club worthy? I would say yes if you love fresh orange beverage scents and miss oodles of orange, or if you like tangerine creamsicle or apricot vanilla, then you would definitely like orange dreamsicle. Is it a repurchase? I would contemplate grabbing another bar because I would love to mix this in the summertime and alternating warmers with mango matcha or tangerine creamsicle. And another idea that popped in my head when it was warming was to warm it in alternating warmers with cocoa lime and rainbow sherbet to give you that ultimate sherbet mix, like that 3-layered one that they sell at the grocery store, which I absolutely loved as a kid. So Orange Dreamsicle wowed me with how much I actually liked it. So there you have it. Mandarin Toffee Treat. Mandarin Toffee Treat. I ended up doing 3 cubes in my bedroom. I walked in and I said, oh, that's disappointing. It was so light on performance, not very strong. I give it a 4 out of 10. Died off quick, less than 6 hours in my room. The toffee note was not strong. It smelled more like a sugar daddy pop that you had been sucking on like all day, so it barely has any like toffee scent left to it. I was kind of really hoping that the Mandarin would have been stronger and sweeter in this bar, but it's not. Disappointing bakery. I think you could get better performance mixing sparkling spice citrus and salted caramel toffee together than Mandarin toffee treat. So because of that, it's not club worthy and definitely not a repurchase. Okay, next on the list is cinnamon vanilla. So cinnamon vanilla ended up doing 2 cubes in my downstairs bathroom. This is just like the name. It is simply cinnamon. I could see why this would be the most popular scent from the Simply collection. It's not red hot cinnamon. It's not a bakery cinnamon. It's not an incense cinnamon. I got a slightly woodsy and earthy, subtle cinnamon. I would say there's probably something, not patchouli, but something else in here. Maybe a cedar. I don't know. I think it would be a great mixer just to add cinnamon to a blend. The performance was on the average side. I'd have to give it a 6 out of 10 on strength and throw. It lasted about a day and a half, which was nice. Is it club worthy? I would say no, because we have cinnamon vanilla and we have clove and cinnamon on constant rotation. So there's always a similar scent to this in the catalog. So I don't think it's club worthy. And would I repurchase it? Maybe to have a few to mix with, but then you're in the same boat as, well, you have clove and cinnamon and you have, you know, cinnamon vanilla. So which one would you want to choose to mix with? If you like things like clove and cinnamon, cinnamon bear, cinnamon vanilla, sticky cinnamon bun, vanilla chestnut, or even fallen leaves, you may enjoy this bar. But to me, because I have a lot of scents that are similar to this, I may just pass on it this round. I'm still kind of on the fence with this one. Pixie. Good old Pixie. Pixie ended up doing 2 cubes in my downstairs bathroom. Very pretty, very much a body care fragrance. This is like the baby sister to Quiver. Smells like the young tween trying out her big sister's perfume and lotion. Medium performance, 5 out of 10 on strength. 2 days. It lasted 2 days, so I definitely have to give it its props for longevity. The heliotrope and the pink pepper is the most prominent notes that my nose was picking up, and I was also picking up a lot of amber. It's a nice bedroom scent, a nice one that you can just set and forget for a couple of days. Is it club worthy? I would say if you like old school Scentsy profiles, trends, and blends, then yes, because this one might not get voted back for a long time. Is it a repurchase for me? No. I'll enjoy the rest of my bar, but I think I've moved on from my Pixie Scentsy days. So that's my review on Pixie. Next on the list is Yuzu Dragon. Yuzu Dragon I've had before, so this isn't the first time that I've warmed to this one. I did 1 cube in my upstairs bathroom. This is very tropical fruit. Think desert tropics. Think tropic nectar. Same profile here. 6, 7 out of 10. Medium plus. It developed quickly and filled the room, but it didn't last long, which is the case for fruity and citrus scents. It only lasted about a half a day. It's mostly prominent on the nectarine and the dragon fruit notes, and I was so glad that on warm that guava didn't present itself the way that it normally does, because I usually hate Scentsy's guava. So this one wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Scent profile is overdone. Scentsy always does a scent like this every other year or so. So because of that and it not having a uniqueness, I don't think it's club worthy, and I'm not going to repurchase it because I would prefer, if I'm going off of the notes that I picked up, which was nectarine and dragon fruit, I would prefer ruby nectarine or pineapple dragon fruit over Yuzu Dragon. All right, next on the list is Sizzling Coconut. If we can get it to focus. And I'm sorry if you hear Jax in the background. He's squeaking a balloon after I told him 8,000 times to not do that. So I ended up doing 4 cubes in the kitchen with this one. On warm, I still got the same flat, dull, waxy coconut that Scentsy's known for. It literally smells like someone put on coconut sunscreen lotion and then was chewing Big Red gum. Like, think a 80s teenage lifeguard that thinks like they're the hottest piece of ass there is. Like, that's what I was getting here. It's just a weird scent profile that doesn't need to be warmed. I think if you want a cinnamon coconut, you'd have to add like a coffee blend to the mix to get like a toasted coconut coffee scent. It's missing something. And that bar was really close to the screen. It didn't throw well. It didn't last long, maybe 4 to 5 hours, and then I went nose blind. Is it club worthy? No. Is it a repurchase? No. But I feel like if you like the waxy coconut, like from Crazy Coconut or Coconut Palm or Coconut Pumpkin Pie, then you might enjoy this fragrance. But that is Sizzling Coconut. All right, next on the list is Sedona Sunset. I ended up doing 4 cubes in the living room. Sorry if you can hear Jax. He is not cooperating today. After it was in the room for a little bit, I went in and I said, where did Sedona Sunset go? I literally could not smell it at all in the living room. I would say probably 1, maybe 2 out of 10 on strength, throw, and longevity. All I could smell when I could smell it was sandalwood. No floral notes. This is a boring scent, a basic Betty scent. It is not worth the $6. Not club worthy, not a repurchase. All I get sandalwood when I did smell it. So because of that, I would say buy yourself some satin sheets, buy yourself some sandalwood tangerine or wildflower cotton, because that one's going to perform way better than Sedona Sunset. Thunderstorm. I am so stoked to have Thunderstorm back. You have no idea. 2 cubes, downstairs bathroom. Love, 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 love. Thank you everyone that threw a vote to this. It literally smells exactly like it did on cold. It is soaked white floral petals after a rainstorm with the wet dirt and the grass. So freaking pretty. You have to love earthy and floral to enjoy the bar. It's a strong performer for me. It's 8 out of 10 on strength. It does travel out of the room and into the hallway. Lasted 2 days. It's definitely club worthy for me. This is one bar that I've been waiting to return so I could throw it in club, and I'm definitely going to repurchase it. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up upping my quantity on Thunderstorm to probably either like 4 or 5. So that way when my club processes in May, I can get like a boatload of it and then drop it down to 1. Because I don't think I'll be placing any orders for January. But Thunderstorm is definitely a winner chicken dinner for me. Summer sipping. We ended up doing 4 cubes in the kitchen for summer sipping. This one just smells like summer, you guys. It's cheap powdered lemonade mixed with tart raspberries. Filled the room instantly. It was very strong for the first 3 hours, probably an 8 out of 10. Then it quickly died off, and then I went nose blind after 15 hours. It's very kid-friendly, very lemony, but the performance just isn't where I would want it. So no to being club-worthy bar, and no to repurchase, because I think I could get better performance if I mix this with, like, if I mixed Jam and Jubilee with lemon sorbet. I think I could get a better lemonade berry than summer sipping, at least performance-wise. So, and then same day we did summer sipping, I ended up doing key lime pie in the adjacent room. We ended up doing 3 cubes in my living room. I said, wow, that's intense. Very zesty, tangy lime. No coconut, no bakery notes. So I didn't get any pie, didn't get any coconut. This is more of a summer beverage than a bakery scent. The lime note is very tart and tangy. Reminds me of Fiesta lime, but the performance isn't as good as Fiesta lime. It did fill the room instantly, so I have to give it props there. But again, like summer sipping, it was strong for the first couple hours and then died off quick. Wish it had that bakery part. I think if it had that pie crust or even a buttery note, I think it would be an amazing bakery scent. But it was a huge letdown because of the hype and the name behind it. Like, huge letdown. So not club worthy, not a repurchase for me. I would totally pass on key lime pie. All right, Cherry Club Chutney. This one is the one I was very interested in trying. Heard such great things about it. Definitely wanted to give it a go. I did 4 cubes in my kitchen. It was a nice, mediocre, spicy cherry incense fragrance. 5 out of 10 on strength, throw, and longevity. It did last a full day. But to me, it's a very diluted and milder version of Christmas Cottage. The spice notes smell dry and dusty, and I think that's because it's heavy on the clove. Not my favorite, but I think others may like it. It just didn't wow me as much as I was hoping it for. So not club worthy, not a repurchase. But I am glad that I finally got to try Cherry Clove Chutney. And then last but not least, we have Ode to Opulence. I ended up doing 2 cubes in my downstairs bathroom. Very nice, fruity, tropical floral with some cozy vibes. The scent profile is extremely similar to and overdone by Scentsy. This smells like hibiscus sunset, like Bora Bora blossom, like boho, like marmalade, black orange marmalade, whatever the heck it's called. It's the same orange and dark berry currant type of scent. Average performer on throw, scent, and longevity. I got a lot of apricot on warm. I got a lot of apricot, a lot of the coconut milk, and the black currant was reading plum. So it wasn't doing that thing to my nose that normally currant scents do when they're mixed with orange. So I was very happy to get that at least from it. But because it's been so overdone, I would say no, it's not club worthy. And I'm all set on repurchasing it. I don't need this. This is just not my thing, unfortunately. So that is how I have it. So what is Amy clubbing from this Bring Back My Bar round? So because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be purchasing anything in January, what I will be throwing in my club is obviously Thunderstorm. Also, Pumpkin Tiramisu is going in there. Cozy Kitchen. Snuggle Up. Taj Mahal. And Orange Dreamsicle. These are the ones I'm clubbing. Oh, wait, I forgot one. Hold on.
What?
And Cranberry Spice.
What?
So I'd have to say I'm clubbing 7. But Cranberry Spice may be just a temporary club. But there you have it, guys. I know you've been waiting a while for me to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed my warm reviews. Let me know in the comment section if your warm reviews matched mine. And let me know what you're going to be clubbing in January once this promotion launches. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll talk to you next time, guys. Bye.